Yo, what's going on, my fellas? It's your boy DyeItTight here, bringing you guys another tier list Tuesday. Hopefully that gets edited right there. That would be really embarrassing. We've got the fairy type up next. And now, before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe. Only like 7 or 8% of you are actually subscribed, so please go ahead and subscribe. It would really help a lot. And make sure to comment down below if you disagree with my list, what you like, and what typing you want to see next. That being said, let's get into it. Yeah, fairy typing. One of the best typings, and it's funny, I was talking to John Jr. about this, shameless plug for him. Fairy's one of the best typings, but it's got a really mid roster. It's kind of crazy. I feel like there's not that like amazing of Pokemon, but as you can see, we've got S through F, and then we've got baby not usables, and then our G-Max. So let's get it started with the not usable Cleffa. For Clefairy, I am going to put an F. This Pokemon is usable, and also before we start, we've already started, but I want to clarify there is no Terra, and there are no there's no restrictions for any moves. So like when we did Mega Blastoise, that was based off of Shell Smash. G-Max will have their own tier just because it's not very balanced. You get like 3 turns, so yep. So then we've got Clefable, one of the GOATs, and because I'm looking at I'm going to put it in B tier. I think the power creep has caught up to it, but it's still very good. I know Seabad's been using it well in BBL. So then we've got a Alolan Ninetales. I'm going to put in C. Veil is still pretty cool. It's not the worst. While I'm saying that, I'm going to put these guys down here. It's still not the best Pokemon in the world. Ice type is cool. It's really weak to things, not very bulky. We got Big Wiggly, who's going in D. There is a meme running around that when I was working with Owen and John tiering in ORAS League way back in the day, I tried to put Wigglytuff in like 8 points, and because there's not a lot of fairy types, and I got clowned on. So Wigglytuff's going in D tier. Then we've got Galarian Rapidash, which I'm going to put in F. I'm probably going to put it behind Clefable or Clefairy, because at least Clefairy gets rocks, and Encore I think gets Encore, so there's some use there. We've got G-Weezing, which I'm going to put up in B tier. This is a nice defensive Pokemon. I like G-Weezing a lot. This guy goes here. Mr. Mime's going to go in F, but above Galarian Rapidash, I guess. It is Togepi, Togetic. All right, Togekiss is going to go up in B tier. I like the flinching ability, flinching capability. I know it's a little tough now with Covert Cloak meta, but back in the day, which this is about Gen 9, but just to live in the past a little bit, you just always had like a 60% chance of just making your opponent not move, which was pretty powerful. We toss some of these Pokemon in this tier. We're only gonna do one of each Pokemon. I don't even know. I don't think AZ's Floette is usable. I have no idea. That's gonna go there. Please let me know if I'm super wrong. All right, so we've done a couple of these. All right, actually, we've got a Azumarill, which I'm putting in A tier. Azu's the GOAT. I love this Pokemon. Oh my god, this is 2 weeks in a row because I got Water and I got Fairy. I get to glaze Azu. Azu's GOATed. I like Azu a lot. It helps with a lot of the higher tier Pokemon. It hits super strong if you want to run Belly Drum, which I don't think I have yet drafting it, and you still have that ability. Next, we've got Gramble. Put in C. Intimidate's cool. It's probably in D. Big Wiggles. Intimidate's cool. Next, we've got Gardevoir, which is going to go into C. It's super strong. It is frail on the defensive sides, but it's not terrible. It's a nice healing witch Pokemon. Which, that being said, it looks like we're missing out on Mega Gardevoir, so give me 2 seconds. All right, we are so back. Sorry about that. Mega Gardevoir is going to go up top of B. This thing hits super strong. Actually, I'd probably take Clefable over it. Yeah, that's fine. Next, we've got regular Mawile. It's going to go in F. It's not very usable, but it's not bad. But then Mega Mawile is going up in S tier. This mon hits like a bus. Look at these huge power Pokemon up top. I think that's what Mega Mawile, technically pure power. They do the same thing. The abilities do the same thing. Look at these absolute. Then we got Mega Altaria. I'm putting up in A tier. I know people are going to shit on it. I like Mega Altaria so much. I think it is Calm Mind away from one of the best Mega ever. Hyper Voice hits super hard. Doesn't get returned in certain leagues, so we're not going to talk about that. But Body Slam is cool. Dragon Dance makes it really nice. Even a Cotton Guard set. I smoked someone in an ORAS. This is not about ORAS, but just talking about how good Mega Altaria is. Next, we've got Arceus Fairy. Easily the best Pokemon. I mean, I had this actually in an old BBL Wi-Fi season. I had this. Make sure to go look at that one. That one's super old. I think we lost that season because we got hacked out. I think we missed there from. I'm not here to bring up the past. Next, we got Mega Audino. This Pokemon's not very good. It's going to go in D tier. I guess I would take No, I wouldn't take anything over it. I think it's fine in D. Then we've got Whimsicott. I'm going to put it at the top of D. Subseed Protect is like a really disgusting set for no reason. It's Prankster. It can just not the worst in the world. I like Whimsicott. Next, we've got Florges, which I'd probably take above these Pokemon. So we're going to put it in C. It's a nice Spadef Pokemon, Passing Wishes. I like Florges. Then we've got Swirlix. The reason I didn't put it in non-usable is it gets webs. I think it has more use than these two. I'm not even going to lie. You can set up webs and then let it die. So it has more use, right? That's the right one? Yes. Next is Aromatisse. I don't really hate Aromatisse. I think it's fine. Wish Pass is cool. I'd take it over I'd probably take Granbull over. I'd probably take Granbull over it. And maybe Wigglytuff too. All right, we'll do that. I still don't like Mega Audino. Slurpuff is up next. He's going to the top of D. This random belly drumming Pokemon is really cool. Again, Webs is nice. It just gets random setup like Acid. I think it gets Acid Armor or Cotton Guard. I think it's Cotton Guard plus Calm Mind. Just randomly works. Sylveon. Put it here. Pixelate's really cool. Wish is nice. Random Calm Mind sets. Mystical Fire is cool for it. Fire. Someone tell me if it doesn't. Dedenne is going to go here. I don't really know much about Dedenne. Please let me know if you guys have used that before. Carbank. It's been brought. It's usable. It'll go above Clefairy, I guess. It gets screens. Ant used it. All right, Clefairy. Klefki. Thank you. I don't dislike Klefki. Yeah, I think it's a cool Pokemon. Spike stacking is really nice. Prankster with Thunder Wave. Let me grab while I'm talking about it. Not while I'm talking about, while I'm thinking about it. Let me move one over. One's technically usable. You're not, though. You're not. We're not. Anything else look good? Yep, sweep. So, Prankster is really nice. Spikes, Reflect, Light Screen, Thunder Wave. It has a nice utility. I like Klefki. Thurnius. This is with Geomancy allowed. I think is better than Arceus. I think it's way better than Arceus. Like Power Herb Geomancy actually just wins the game. I think Xerneas is probably the best Pokemon. Next, we've got Diancie, who I'm going to put in C tier. I'd probably take it above these two. Rocks, Trick Room, even Meteor Beam sets are really nice for it. I don't mind Diancie. Good Pokemon. Then we got Mega Diancie, who's going up in A tier. Probably the best A tier. I think Mega Mile is still a step above it. Yeah, it is super strong. It can hit on the physical and special side. I think it's base 160 on both sides of the ball, then base 110 speed. Mega Diancie is the... Then we got Prim, also one of the GOATs. I'd probably put it... I'm probably taking it over all of these. I like Prim a lot. It's water typing, helps it be way more defensive and take on things you need to. I run like Surf, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Protect so many times. It just does. I like Beautifly. We're going to put with Swirlix. It also gets webs. It can just die, but I missed it. Max, I have to acknowledge it. We've got Rabambi. I'm going to put below Slurpuff. I think I'd find more value in Slurpuff, but Rabambi's not bad. Actually, it's pretty fast. I'm going to move Slurpuff up. I'm going to move these guys up. Yeah, this makes sense. Honestly, would I take Slurpuff over these guys? Do that. I think I'm going to do that. I like Slurpuff. But yeah, Rabambi's going to move up. It's fast. It gets webs. Quiver Dance is a random cool set. Shiinotic, F tier. I don't know what this thing does. It's not really usable. There we go. Comfey. Leech Seed is cool. It's a fairy type. Priority Draining Kiss makes it look nice against dragon types. Savali Fairy. Parting Shot makes it really good. I'm going to put it at the top of C. Be able to Parting Shot out on things. It lost Defog. Does it still get Defog? I don't know. But it at least gets U-turn as well. Multi-attack, Sword Stance, Flame Charge. It can get on both sides of the ball. Offense. Next, we've got Mimikyu. I'm going to put in B tier simply, and I said this in the Ghost type video, because of Viz. Viz is the reason I'm doing this. He has used Mimikyu incredibly, and it really makes me want to try this Pokemon because it is so much better than an offensive liability. With like D-Bond, Curse sets, Pain Split sets. Please go check out Viz and his BBL seasons. He has used it fantastic. Next, we've got the Tapus, and I'm going to get in trouble for some of these. So I will put Tapu Koko in A. I'm going to put Lele in B. I'm going to put Bulu C. And I'm going to put Finny in A. And I'll talk about all of them. So Finny, we'll start with first. Fantastic Pokemon. This is one of the greatest Pokemon. It is so good. Oh my god, it's amazing. I love Finny so much. It does what Prim does way better. And it does Azu's job a little bit better. It just doesn't have the same immediate breaking power, but you can still slap a Specs onto that and do a lot of damage. Coco, I'm not a huge fan of. I don't use Coco well, but I can acknowledge it's a good Pokemon. Especially with Paradox Pokemon, be able to rev up engines with electric terrain. Lele hits hard. I've seen Kaz use it in a couple leagues. It's all right. And then Bulu is just there. It's a grass type. It can be useful. I wouldn't hate you if you had a draft. Then we've got Magearna. This thing's going up in S tier. This thing's the GOAT. Nexus has been using it super well. It is a demon. It can just randomly shift gear or just not die with iron defense. It is a fantastic Pokemon. Long live Miguel. Then we've got Hatterene. Where do you go? I'm gonna put you at the top of D. Nuzzles and Trick Rooms. I don't ever see it being brought or like doing good on a team. It always seems like a role pick that looks good on paper, but never actually does what you want. Next, we've got Morgrim. It's gonna go to the top of F just because it's got screens and Parting Shot. Grimmsnarl is gonna go to the top of C. Parting Shot's cool. Prankster's cool. Random bulk upsets. It's not a terrible Pokemon. Then we got Alcremie joining his friends in F. I can go down there. I get, yeah, because these guys get rocks at least. Then we've got the Zacians. I'm going to put you above you. I think Zacian is going to go, I think I'd probably still take Arceus Fairy. But I think Zacian Crown is better than regular Zacian. With Intrepid Sword only proccing once, like if it procced every time they came in, I think they would be the top. Still probably take Xerneas though. And Arceus. I'd rather have an Arceus over the Zacian. So they hit super hard. They're very strong Pokemon. I just think that if Intrepid Sword wasn't only a one-time use, they'd be with. Then we've got Enam I. I'm gonna put it in A. This thing is good. It hits really hard. It hits harder than you expect it to, and random superpower sets go crazy. Healing Wish is nice for it. Random Scarf or Spec sets, you really don't switch in. Next, we got Enam T. Put it at the bottom of B. Yeah, I'm gonna put it bottom of B. I'll take over Mint. Their random Dual Dance sets have caught me surprised in mocks. It can do well. Again, another Healing Wish Pokemon that can sit in things. It does better than expected. Then we've got Dashhound. Tell me down below. F. I don't know. It's cool. It passes a wish. It's immune to fire types. I don't know. Next, we've got Tinkaton, which I think I'm going to put here. I'd probably take it over Florges. Rocks are cool. Encore's nice. Gigaton Hammer's cool. SD sets Kittings off guard. Moldbreaker Bulldoze hits like Rotom Heat, which is one of its better checks. Screamtail. I'm going to put it at the top of B. It's really bulky. Wishes are nice. No one ever expects like a setup set, but it can just come with weakness policy and it pairs well with Sun. Photosynthesis into whatever stat you need it to. Next, we've got Flutter, which I think is going to go up. I'd probably take Morgan over it. Mega Mawile, though. Mega Mawile is really strong. I'll probably put it at the bottom of S. Owen's been using it super well in BBL. It hits super hard. It's a great sweeper. It's so fast. I just think I'd rather take Mega Mawile. No, I lied. I wouldn't. I'd take Fluttermane. Next, we got Iron Valiant, who is going top of A. I'd take it over Mega Diancie. It can hit physically and specially offensive, booster energy, specs, bandit. You literally cannot predict this thing. Owen ended up running a Destiny Bond like lead set that went crazy. It can do whatever you need. I like Iron Valiant a lot. And then finally, we've got Pheasantipity, who I'm going to bring up Owen one last time, and then we're done with it. He hated this Pokemon. I don't think it's that terrible. I would probably take it over Dan. But this is the list. Make sure you guys comment down below what you guys liked, disliked, and what you guys would have done differently, what you guys want me to do next. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.